With all the astrological change that's coming in the next month and a half, how are you going to handle it? That's really the question. How are you going to approach the change? There's a lot of different ways that you can. Are you going to fly out the gate and feel like you're going to be late and just run really fast? You might run out of reserves if you do that. I will remind you, this is kind of a marathon. We have been in a marathon for a long time with Pluto and Capricorn, so we're about to be released from that. We're going to be in a new place very soon with Pluto. How you approach this change is going to show the spirits around you and like the spirits on your team kind of what are you prepared for, because for the next month and a half we're just going to have one after the other after the other after the other, and then there's another and another and another and another. We're really going to have to take it day by day. That's at least how I'm approaching this. Like, yes, I'll keep my sights available and I'll continue to do divination and like look into the future as I need to. You know, preparedness is good, but I'll definitely be sitting with it on a day-to-day basis just because I feel like that's what I need personally, because we really are looking at a month and a half of just one thing after the other. And because of where Saturn is positioned and how it's positioned right now, especially with it being Scorpio season and Pluto's going to be in Capricorn and then in Aquarius, which are both Saturn ruled, so we're in a lot of Saturn energy currently. Every single change that happens, your reaction is going to be like watched over, basically. Oh, we see them moving like this. Okay, so they're prepared for this, but not this. Oh, we see them moving like that. Well, then they can go in these directions and not these directions. Maybe there's these lessons and not these lessons. Okay, check, yep, they passed that. Let's send them off in that direction. So it's gonna be kind of, it's ridiculous. It's gonna be kind of like an interactive, like build your own world over the next month and a half. Hopefully it makes you laugh, okay? Hopefully you get to the end of the next month and a half, like middle of December-ish. You get to turn around and be like, oh, you know, like that was a knee slapper. That was kind of fun. It was a lot of work, but you know what? I'm here for it. Otherwise, it's Saturn, dude. And when changes happen with Saturn, if you're prepared, you're gonna be great. Okay, this is if you're prepared, you're gonna do great. You feel prepared? Have you prepared? You've been doing everything you need to do, or have you been messing around? You've been messing around, playing a couple games that maybe you shouldn't have been playing. Time to correct, because Saturn's about to go direct. That's one of the changes that we have coming in. I know for me, they've already had me in, oh, you passed this and you passed it, like little tiny tests, okay? Especially with Saturn finishing up its retrograde. This is a did you pass the test time, like quote unquote, did you pass the test time? Yeah. And the thing about Saturn is that those lessons have to be really grounded and integrated. Saturn doesn't let you hide really with those things. So like Saturn will know if you have not integrated what you have needed to integrate. So keep relating to the change as it comes through. Is it change for me? Is it not change for me? How am I receiving this change? Am I receiving it kindly? Am I receiving it how I need to? Am I receiving it maybe in a way where I need to protect myself? Am I needing to redirect this change so that it does not change me? Sometimes we have to do that and keep our boundaries. That's also true. And it's going to be, like I said, an interactive kind of build your own world over the next month and a half. So there will be a way for you to turn around and laugh after a month and a half. Especially if you just remain consistent and be persistent and like forgive yourself if you mess up and then allow yourself to correct yourself. For sure. And correct yourself kindly, okay? If you correct yourself kindly, usually the spirits will correct you kindly also, as long as you're moving in the correction after it's been corrected. Thank you, Saturn and order. That's true. I did just post up a video on my YouTube. It's a longer video if you wanted to study Saturn in your chart and figure out how magic and order work for you. That's actually true. I wasn't going to put that in this video, but it is another resource if you wanted to look at it. It goes over Saturn, the ruler of Saturn, Capricorn, Aquarius, 11th house, 10th house, and kind of how to create order and structure within your world. Interactive world building, actually. Okay, that tracks. How to create order and structure in your world so that you're able to have protection and really get what you want. Like, how do you practice that kind of magic? The video goes over that on a personal level. Like, this is what needs to be studied, and like be aware of it for your chart and the transits too if you wanted to look at that. But anyways, another resource if you need it. That's true. So gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep doing what you need to do. Keep up your brew. Stay consistent as you need to. Include rest in that consistency, okay? Balance. You gotta do it as you need to do it. Also true. And I'll talk to you soon. Stay on your toes. Here we go.